You know how Steppin with Marcus J. Thank y'all, everybody, for staying with us at this late hour. We're going to get to our rants. We're going to get to our closings. We're going to get everybody the hell up out of here. Michelle, thank you for coming by. Michelle is saying it was good to see Steven and I when she came into the studio prior to tonight's show, and it was good to see her. Lissa P is clearly not happy that she wasn't here to see you, but she also is adding that she will have to see you soon, Lissa. So she feels bad that she didn't get a chance to see you, but she is glad that she came by. Let's go through, get our rants and our closings in from everybody. We always like to start with our guest first, so of course we're gonna go with my sister Tony. Tony, it was good to have you here. Good to see you here, and so let's get through. What you got to say? How you want to close out?
It was fantastic being here. I missed you guys a whole lot. I think this was my first time being with this mixture of the crew. So fun times as always. Everybody be safe, have fun. It's about to be hot. Whoop whoop. Yeah.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Mr. LP, why don't you tell the listeners about you, about what you up to, what's your rant, what's your closings, my brother?
All right, thank you very much for allowing me to come on the show. I am doing one thing we got going on is Sykes Talent Group. We have models, we have brand ambassadors, hosts, singers, authors, a whole bunch of different things, and actors. So we got a lot of different things, so make sure you hit me up with that. Been live in radio Tuesdays from 7 to 9, only on LegacyInternetRadio.com. And we have Mr. Sincere and Miss Brandy helping us out. We got a lot of different things going on with the show. We got some good authors coming in, and we're going to talk about acting. And recently, make sure you check out Raw Talk Entertainment, RAW Talk Entertainment.com for more showings of When Love Is Not Enough. I'm in there, keeping it going, so please come on out. Love you, appreciate it.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Continuing with the quick rants and the quick closings, because Tony and Steven just ran through them real quick. Listen, you're not going to have me be the only long-winded person in here, are you?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Because you're going to take up the next 15 minutes. So, let me just...
I assure you I won't be that long.
Okay. Let me just let you know again, you can catch myself and my brother every Wednesday here on Legacy Internet Radio at the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and myself, comedian Lissa P. Thank you all for listening to us. Thank you for checking out Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J every Monday from 7 to 9:30 or a little bit over p.m. Check out all our shows here that is listed on our website Monday through Saturday. We got a full lineup, sexy lineup, because that's how we do. And again, thank everyone for listening. And as I say all the time, if it was not for you, we'd just be talking to ourselves.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank you, everybody who was a part of the show tonight. Let me just go through. Everybody seems to think that I'm long-winded, but I promise tonight I won't be. I do have couple of things that I want to get off my chest. The first thing, I want to thank all of our sponsors, Dr. of Optometry, Dr. Euphemia Huggins Williams, ODPC. I want to thank the Dating Pool Diva for sponsoring us, Free Spirit Enterprises, and also want to thank my brother Sid, Live Action Captions. Thank you to my brother Lumsey for listening, JR for being a part of the show, Joy and Sid for listening, Michelle K for listening and coming in the studio. Simone was listening to us as well. Special thanks to Tony for hitting us up in her monthly spot. Mr. LP for always being available for whatever we need. Legacy Internet Radio, he is our rock. And the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio, comedian Lissa P, for being in the building. Quick lineup for Legacy Internet Radio. Mondays, you have our show, Ain't No Hashtag with Marcus J, the flagship show, 7 p.m. to 9:30 plus, and live in radio with Mr. LP, Steven Sykes, and his crew, community-based spiritual talk. They got a lot of good stuff, good interviews. The Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P, the hottest, funniest, and greatest comedy team in internet radio. We've got all throttle radio, motorcycle culture from the Urban Perspective. We got the Sports Show Clutch on Fridays. They are currently on hiatus, and we will be filling the Friday nights with alternate programming going forward throughout the summer, but they will in fact be back. Saturdays is action-packed, starting at noon with the P Show, Variety and Entertainment. You've got the P, you've got Ken Barbie with Entertainment, the whole crew there. Did they just play that? The Music Only Show. I'll play just about anything on that show. You heard a lot of craziness tonight. You had New Edition this weekend. I played New Kids on the Block tonight. I might play Jimi Hendrix. Who knows? I might play just about anything. You got the Throwback at 5 o'clock on Saturdays, which is classic hip-hop, R&B, and Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez, rounding out the week for us here at Legacy Internet Radio at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez. Based on the name of that show, you can guess what kind of music you're going to be hearing. So at this time, I am going to get us the hell on up out of here. I'm going to get to my rant. I'm going to get to my closing. Today, we celebrate what would have been the 89th day on earth for the one El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, commonly known as Malcolm X, the misunderstood civil rights leader and revolutionary who was murdered in the winter of 1965. When folks ask the question, name 3 people in history you would most like to have dinner with, I almost always say Malcolm X. He fascinates me. Here we have the boy Malcolm Little, the 7th child, born into poverty and racism and raised by a father who was a follower of Marcus Garvey, my namesake. Once his father was murdered at the hands of lynchers, young Malcolm was wayward, causing trouble and mischief. His mother mentally ill, he was sent from his home in Michigan to live with his sister in the Boston area, a city called Roxbury, known as Harlem North, where his mischief escalated to a life of crime that included drug abuse, drug dealing, pimping, and theft. Fleeing to Harlem, New York, he continued his lifestyle until his eventual incarceration led to a chance meeting, a conversion, and a new way of life. I've always been fascinated by his conviction, his power and his strength, and his insatiable thirst for knowledge. Malcolm was a leader of men. You know what I love most about this brother, though? He scared the hell out of everybody. He scared white people. He scared black people. He scared old people. He scared young people. And how did he do it? He did it with the truth and brutal honesty as he saw it. Now, his biography is well documented. I'm in no position, nor am I qualified to eulogize such a lion of our history. But I will close with this. I look at a brother like Malcolm as a prime example of what our men can be. When I turn on television today, I see crime and I see degenerates and I see nonsense. Usually, I'm exasperated. But when I think about someone like Brother Malcolm, someone whose energy was unparalleled, someone whose moral compass, once it was reset, was set towards a path of righteousness and justice. He was one who had humble beginnings, and his future was in question before he even reached double digits in age. His tumultuous teens and 20s belied a man who would reach a level of prominence that showed the potential of all men, of all races and creeds and religion. He showed that we should never, ever give up on our youth, no matter how frustrated they make us. With time, they will in fact find their path. They will find their calling. And with the blessing of the great architect of the universe, they just may inspire generation after generation to fight the power and demand equal rights for themselves and their people by any means necessary. That's the Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we're here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show, y'all. I want to thank everybody once again for being here with us tonight. I want to remind y'all that independence is the key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We will be back here next week. Peace.